Start in a comfortable seat and a long spine, straighten up. Take your left hand onto your right thigh, right hand behind you, and twist. Look over your shoulder, think of a long spine. Big inhales, then come back through center and twist the other way. Opening up your shoulders, collarbones, big inhales, and come back through center. Do it one more time each side. Whole time thinking about a long spine and working with your breath. Rotating through lower spine, middle spine, all the way up to the upper spine, even your neck, your cervical spine. Come back through center and take your left hand, come onto your fingertips, walk your hand out to the side, right arm reaches up and overhead. It's a side bend, a lateral stretch. We need to do more of these in our life. Come back through center, switch through the other side. Breathe here, open up your side rib cage, and do it again on each side. Roll your shoulders, shrug your shoulders. Roll into your back, grab a hold of your strap. Lasso one foot and extend it up to the sky, but wrap your hands high enough on the strap that both your arms are straight and your head and shoulders are relaxed on the floor. You can always bend your knee if you need to, if your hamstrings are fairly tight. This pose is so great because we're pushing the foot up towards the ceiling, getting our hamstring to soften. And then the other leg, you're going to push the heel forward, open up the top of that hip. So good for so many reasons, for running, for anything you did, squats, things like that. We want to get the hamstrings, the glutes to release. And we're going to breathe here and soften through the hip flexors. Your big femur bone, your thigh bone is dropping into your hip socket. And then the other leg, the one that's straight along the floor, is opening up across the hip. Switch and do the other side. Make sure you do both. And you can also just keep one knee bent if you want to. Don't work so hard at straightening your hamstrings, at straightening your leg. So just take it and dial it down a little bit. Remember, we are using this as a cool down. Take big inhales, big exhales. Keep breathing. And then take both feet into the strap. This is a variation of legs up the wall, Viparinacrani, but without a wall. So a strap is great. Hamstrings will straighten as much as you can. I loosened up the strap across my hands so I can just kind of release the heels a bit away from me. So I'm trying to make sure that my tailbone and my seat is on the floor. If I swing my feet too close, I would probably lift it off the floor. Roll up to a seat. Come into Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. So soles of the feet together, walk your hands forward and slouch forward. Don't worry about any alignment cues here, just go for it. Slouch forward, shake your head out if it feels right, and let your body still keep cooling itself down here by breathing now into the back body, back rib cage. You can sigh if you want to. I'd highly recommend a couple good inhales, open your mouth and just sigh. Come back up and just lean off to one side and swing the other leg behind you. Sole of the foot and the knee are going to come in contact. Perfect. And then you're going to, one big inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. You'll look over your shoulder. Come back through center, switch. Leg comes behind, and always thinking about length, and then look over the shoulder. Don't make it too big. Shoulders are open. Heart rate is slowing down, especially good after cardio. Think about breath. And then clear your stuff. Take your mat to the wall. You don't need a mat, remember. So some stretching areas at gyms will have no mats. So you'll just be on a nice cushy mat. Take your one hip against the wall and roll yourself on up to legs at the wall to finish. Such a great pose. You'll notice people in the gym will start to be start to be copying you after a while and doing this pose. So legs at the wall, arms can reach overhead, back of the hands on the floor. You can leave your arms beside you. I think you should do this every day. Homework to do it every day. Let your legs drain out, especially if you did a big legs day. So if you're on the squats or if you were doing leg presses and things like that, you need to get some of the blood to flush out. You can grab a hold of your elbows, drop your upper arms to the floor, which will open up across your pecs, your chest. So all these stretches are just ways to kind of get the body ready to cool down, soften, and to keep opening up even though we've been building some muscle. Hands on your belly will remind you to soften your core. And then the soles of your feet together if you need to, if your hamstrings still feel too tight. Remember, you can always bend your knees wherever you are in these poses. Use this as a resting pose, a digesting pose, a softening pose. Take some time. Let your breathing go soft and slow, so try to slow it down. And then when you're ready, just roll to your side in a fetal position. You're going to take your time whenever you feel ready. Use your top hand to help push you up. And then just come to a comfortable seat. Just for a little bit of gratitude for your practice, for your workout. Namaste.